Hollywood has long been considered a place of dramatic transformations, but not every change happens under the spotlight or on the red carpet. Behind the polished images and perfect smiles lie very personal stories, where stars face pressure, rediscover themselves, and learn to live more authentically with their inner selves. In today's video, we'll look back at some famous figures who surprised the public by sharing their profound personal experiences. Some names are familiar, but the stories behind them are completely different from what we once imagined. And who knows, these stories might give you a new perspective on the world of Hollywood. If you enjoy behind-the-scenes stories, little-told journeys, and authentic insights into celebrities, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on future content. Now, let's begin this journey of discovery. Andrea Pejčić is one of the rare faces who has changed the way the fashion world views beauty. In an industry known for its strict standards, she made a strong impression with her captivating androgynous image known as androgynous Andrés. Her ability to model both men's and women's clothing quickly made her a focal point on international runways, attracting the attention of designers, photographers, and editors. But behind those perfect catwalks lies a complex personal journey. Growing up in Bosnia and Herzegovina and Australia, Andrea sensed her uniqueness from an early age. Her experiments with clothing and style were not only expressions of creativity, but also a way for her to connect with her true self, even though this came with considerable challenges in confronting familiar societal norms. In the fashion world, her androgynous beauty was once seen as a unique advantage, helping her stand out from the crowd. But success on the runway couldn't replace the feeling of being herself. After years of reflection and facing crucial choices, in 2014, she officially came out as transgender, a turning point with profound meaning, not only for her personal life, but also for her career. Since then, Andrea Pejčić has not only continued working in the fashion industry, but has also contributed to expanding its boundaries. Instead of having her opportunities narrowed, she has received growing support and become one of the most influential transgender models. Her appearance on the cover of GQ Portugal was a notable milestone, demonstrating the clear progress of diversity and openness in the industry. Today, Andrea's story is more than just fashion or fame. It's a journey of identity, of listening to oneself and daring to step beyond familiar boundaries. For many, she's not just a model. She's an icon of authenticity, courage, and the desire to live true to herself. Caitlyn Jenner is one of the figures whose personal and professional journeys have attracted particular public attention. Before being known by her current name, she was Bruce Jenner, a decathlon gold medalist at the 1976 Summer Olympics. That victory not only brought sporting glory, but also made Jenner an icon of willpower, discipline, and a spirit of pushing boundaries in the eyes of Americans. Following her resounding success, Jenner's image appeared frequently in the media, from magazine covers to major advertising campaigns. She became one of the most familiar and influential faces in popular culture at the time. However, behind her brilliant achievements lies an inner journey that few people know about. For many years, Jenner shared that she always carried deep thoughts about personal identity, things that were difficult to express in the social context of the time. Despite being busy with her career, family, and later appearing on the reality TV show Keeping Up with the Kardashians, those anxieties quietly persisted. After a long period of deliberation, 2015 marked a crucial turning point when she officially introduced herself to the world as Caitlyn Jenner. This moment, captured on the cover of Vanity Fair with the famous headline, "Call Me Caitlyn," quickly became a major media event and generated widespread discussion globally. Public reaction was varied, from surprise and curiosity to widely shared viewpoints. During this period, support from family and close friends played a vital role, helping her continue to appear in public with greater confidence and composure. Caitlyn Jenner's journey is therefore not only intertwined with memorable athletic achievements, but also a story about listening to oneself, confronting one's deepest feelings, and being willing to share them with millions. It's not a simple journey, but it offers a different perspective on change and how each person finds their own path. What do you think of this journey? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. Fallon Fox is one of the names that has attracted much attention in the world of mixed martial arts, where each fight is not just a test of physical strength, but also a challenge of spirit and willpower. But for Fallon, her journey into the cage was more than just a sport. It carried a profound personal story. Born in Toledo, Ohio, she grew up in an environment with clear expectations about roles and identity. From a young age, Fallon recognized the difference in her self-perception, but understanding and sharing it wasn't easy. For years, those thoughts remained hidden as she faced often negative reactions from those around her. After a long journey of reflection and overcoming many challenges, Fallon made a crucial decision: to undergo gender transition, to live authentically as herself. This wasn't a spur-of-the-moment decision, but the result of years of searching for balance and self-acceptance. That turning point also opened a new chapter when she entered the world of MMA, becoming one of the first openly transgender fighters to compete professionally. As her story became widely known, it quickly garnered significant attention from the media and the sports community, sparking discussions about competition rules, fairness, and inclusion in a competitive environment. Despite facing differing opinions, Fallon continued to train and compete with intense focus, pursuing her career like any other athlete. For her, each fight was not just the result of hard work, but also a way to assert herself in a challenging field. Fallon Fox's story, therefore, transcends the realm of sports and becomes part of broader discussions about diversity and how society views differences. For many, she is not just a fighter, but also a symbol of perseverance, courage, and a journey of self-discovery in an ever-changing world. Chaz Bono grew up in a world where the spotlight and public attention were almost a daily occurrence. As the son of music icons Sonny Bono and Cher, his childhood was filled with performances, cameras, and relentless media scrutiny. From the outside, it was a life of glamour, but behind it lay a long internal journey of self-discovery. From a young age, Chaz felt a unique mix of thoughts and emotions that he found difficult to express in the social context of the time. Growing up in a famous family meant every personal experience was scrutinized, making his search for identity far more complex. For a long time, he struggled to adapt to the expectations around him while simultaneously confronting profound questions about himself. By the late 2000s, after much reflection and careful consideration, Chaz made a crucial decision: to begin his gender transition journey, to live authentically. When this story was shared publicly, it quickly garnered widespread attention, not only because of its personal significance, but also because he was already a familiar figure to the public. Following this turning point, Chaz continued his career in entertainment, participating in television projects such as The Secret Life of the American Teenager and American Horror Story. Beyond his artistic work, he became a positive voice in discussions about diversity and personal experiences in modern society, contributing to broadening public perspectives. The relationship between Chaz and his mother, Cher, is also a vital part of this story. Despite initial awkwardness and the need for time to understand each other, family love has always been a strong foundation. Cher once shared that this journey wasn't always easy, but her love for her children remained constant. Chaz Bono's story, therefore, is not just the journey of someone growing up in a famous family, but also proof that every individual can find their true self. even when it happens under the scrutiny of the whole world. Laverne Cox grew up in a small town in Alabama, a place far removed from the glitz and glamour of Hollywood that she would later enter. Her childhood was spent in a strict religious environment where social norms were firmly established and differences were often difficult to accept. From a very young age, Laverne felt she didn't quite fit the expectations of those around her. She loved dancing, fashion, and self-expression that society at the time considered atypical. This difference made her school years anything but easy. Laverne frequently faced teasing and misunderstandings from her peers. The accumulated mental pressure over the years created difficult periods, but it also helped her realize that perseverance and honesty with herself were paramount. Throughout that journey, dancing became her refuge and source of confidence. Tap and jazz dance not only helped her express emotions, but also honed her discipline and inner strength. This passion became the foundation for her belief that she deserved to live the way she chose. Eventually, she left Alabama for New York City, starting a new life and pursuing her artistic path. A major turning point in her career came when she took on the role of Sophia Bursette in the series Orange is the New Black. This character quickly made a strong impression on audiences, offering a realistic and emotionally resonant perspective on the life of a transgender woman. Laverne's performance was not only critically acclaimed, but also contributed to expanding dialogues about diversity and representation in the entertainment industry. Today, Laverne Cox is known not only as a talented actress, but also as an influential voice in promoting understanding and respect for differences. Her journey is clear proof that, despite facing many challenges at the outset, each person can still forge their own path and inspire positivity in the community. Erica Irvin is one of those faces that instantly captivates attention the moment she appears. With a height exceeding 2 meters, she possesses a rare presence, making any space feel unique. Before becoming widely known by her stage name Amazon Eve, Erica was accustomed to being the center of attention, accompanied by curious glances and countless questions about her distinctive appearance. Born William, Erica shared that from a young age, she felt different within herself. While those around her saw an image that conformed to familiar expectations, inside her was a quiet journey to understand her personal identity. This process was far from simple, as she faced prejudice and pressure from society. When she decided to embark on her gender transition, Erica faced numerous challenges, both mentally and personally. However, instead of letting her differences become a barrier, she chose to turn them into advantages. Her height, which had once made her feel out of place, became a significant strength, opening up opportunities for her to enter the modeling industry. Soon after, Erica Irvin was recognized as one of the tallest female models in the world, making her mark in the fashion industry. She continued to expand her career by acting, particularly impressing with her role in the series American Horror Story, especially in the season American Horror Story Freak Show. Her appearance in this project quickly became one of the most memorable images for viewers. Erica Irvin's story is not just about her modeling or acting career, but also about transforming what once made her feel different into a source of strength. In doing so, she forged her own path, affirmed her personal value, and became an inspiration to many in living authentically. Gina Rosero realized her true self at a very young age. At 5, she confidently told her mother that she was a girl, not with hesitation, but with a certainty rarely seen at that age. More importantly, her family embraced this with love and support, creating a solid foundation for her to move forward. Born and raised in the Philippines, Gina grew up in a culturally rich environment that still held many traditional values. It was here that she began to find confidence through local beauty pageants. These small stages helped her learn how to express herself, control her gaze, and build confidence in front of crowds. At 19, Gina made a momentous decision to begin her transition. It was a deeply personal turning point, helping her feel more at peace with herself. She then moved to New York City to pursue a modeling career. With her striking looks and professional demeanor, Gina quickly established herself in the fashion industry, participating in numerous major projects and campaigns. However, for a long time, she chose to keep her personal story private. The fear that her transgender identity might draw attention away from her work made her hesitant to share. This silence lasted until 2014, when she appeared on the TED stage and decided to speak her truth to a global audience. In that speech, Gina Rosero publicly came out as a transgender woman, not as a confession, but as a clear affirmation of her identity. Contrary to her earlier anxieties, the reaction from the public and the fashion industry was overwhelmingly positive, opening a new chapter in her life. From that point on, Gina not only continued to develop her modeling career, but also became an influential voice in promoting representation and respect for diversity. She participated in and founded numerous initiatives to raise awareness and create equal opportunities for the community. Gina Rosero's journey shows that sometimes the biggest barrier doesn't come from the outside, but from the fear of speaking the truth. But when she chose to speak out, her story didn't weaken her. On the contrary, it became a source of strength, spreading inspiration and creating a far-reaching impact. Jazz Jennings is one of the young faces who garnered attention from a very early age, sharing her personal story with the public from childhood. At age 6, in an interview with journalist Barbara Walters, Jazz naturally stated that although she was identified as male at birth, she always knew she was a girl. For Jazz, this wasn't confusion, but a clear and consistent self-awareness. From a young age, she displayed interests and expressions that were true to her real self. What made Jazz's journey special was the unwavering support from her family. Her parents not only listened, but also actively sought out information, learned, and sought professional support to create a safe environment where Jazz could develop confidently and feel understood. This support has become a crucial foundation for all her subsequent steps. As she grew older, Jazz decided to share her life more widely through the reality TV show I Am Jazz. The show documented aspects of her life, from her health and emotions to the pressures of growing up under public scrutiny. Despite facing numerous challenges, Jazz maintained her honesty and positive attitude in dealing with every situation. In 2014, she was honored by Time magazine as one of the 25 most influential teenagers in the world, recognizing her role in expanding discussions about diversity and empathy in society. However, what impressed many was not just this recognition, but also her self-confidence and how she viewed herself. Jazz Jennings's story is not just a personal journey of growth, but also reflects a shift in how the new generation approaches issues of identity and mutual respect. Despite the continued existence of diverse viewpoints in society, Jazz continues to move forward with the belief that everyone deserves to live authentically and be accepted for who they are. Carmen Carrera first gained public attention when she appeared in the 3rd season of RuPaul's Drag Race. On stage, she stood out with her glamorous style, confidence, and captivating performance. Her daring outfits, confident catwalks, and powerful presence quickly made Carmen one of the show's most memorable faces. However, behind the bright lights and makeup of the drag world, Carmen gradually realized that expressing femininity on stage was not simply about performance art. It was also a reflection of a deeper part of her true self. After leaving the show, Carmen made a crucial decision to begin her transition and openly live as herself. Going through this process under public scrutiny presented many challenges. Many viewers who knew her from television struggled to distinguish between drag art and her personal identity. Carmen has repeatedly shared that this isn't a role, but her true self, a person she chooses to live authentically and openly. Throughout her career, Carmen has also actively spoken out about the role of language and media in shaping how society perceives different communities. Her statements have sometimes sparked debate, but have also contributed to opening up necessary dialogues about respect and representation in the entertainment industry. Over time, Carmen Carrera has continued to develop her modeling career internationally, appearing on numerous runways and participating in major fashion campaigns. Alongside her artistic work, she uses her voice to encourage understanding and promote positive conversations in society. Carmen Carrera's story is therefore not just a journey from a reality TV show to the world of fashion, but also a testament to choosing to live authentically, even when it happens under the scrutiny of millions. In the age of social media, even a small coincidence can quickly become a widely circulated story. The case of Lee Norris and Chanel West Coast is a prime example. For years, the internet circulated a strange rumor that the actor who played Stuart Minkus in Boy Meets World had disappeared and reappeared under the identity of Chanel West Coast. The origin of this speculation mainly stemmed from some internet users noticing some similarities in appearance between the two, such as blonde hair, youthful faces, and energetic styles. From these seemingly random comparisons, a series of memes, videos, and comments began to spread across various platforms, gradually turning a simple coincidence into a curious theory. However, the reality was completely different from what was spread. Lee Norris continued his acting career, participating in many projects such as Girl Meets World and the film Gone Girl. Meanwhile, Chanel West Coast has carved out her own path in the entertainment industry as a rapper and television personality, particularly known for her role in Rob Dyrdek's Fantasy Factory. When asked about the rumor, Chanel West Coast responded in a way that was both humorous and clear. She stated that while many viewed it as a joke online, topics related to personal identity shouldn't be misinterpreted or turned into unverified viral content. This story, therefore, isn't about two celebrities sharing an identity, but rather a clear illustration of how the internet can amplify small speculations into viral phenomena. In the digital world, where information can spread in seconds, the line between hypothesis and truth is sometimes very thin. By the way, what time of day are you watching this video? Leave a comment below. I'm curious to know if you're watching in the morning, afternoon, or evening. During Hollywood's golden age, when artists' images were meticulously controlled by studios, Barbara Stanwyck stood out as a distinct icon. Strong, independent, and full of personality. With her sharp gaze and confident demeanor, she often played strong, independent women, a rarity on screen at the time. Unlike many stars of her era, Stanwyck was known for her frankness and self-reliance. Whether in front of the camera or off, she maintained her individuality within an industry heavily influenced by rigid standards. In 1962, she starred in Walk on the Wild Side, portraying a bold character that differed significantly from the prevailing image. This role quickly garnered attention and became a memorable milestone in her career. For many years, Barbara Stanwyck's personal life has also attracted attention from the media and film critics. Several theories have been put forward regarding her close relationships within the art world, including her long-standing relationship with her agent, Helen Ferguson. However, like many stars of the classic Hollywood era, most of these stories have never been officially confirmed. It's also important to understand that at that time, film studios strictly controlled the personal image of actors, meaning private lives were rarely publicly disclosed as they are today. Therefore, much information surrounding stars of this era remains more of a matter of speculation than verified facts. Nevertheless, Barbara Stanwyck's legacy to cinema is undeniable. She is remembered as a talented actress, a strong female role model, and an icon of independence on screen. That legacy has not only influenced generations of artists, but has also contributed to opening deeper conversations about the role of women and diversity in Hollywood history. Anthony Perkins is inseparable from one of the most haunting characters in film history. When Psycho was released in 1960, Norman Bates's portrayal quickly captivated audiences worldwide, sparking both curiosity and dread. A polite, somewhat shy man, harboring complex psychological layers beneath his calm exterior. This role not only made Perkins an icon of psychological horror, but also cemented his place in Hollywood history. Before his association with Psycho, Anthony Perkins was considered one of the most promising young faces in American cinema. He received an Oscar nomination for his role in Friendly Persuasion, where he portrayed a sensitive, refined young man, a stark contrast to the strong, masculine archetype prevalent at the time. Like many stars of the classic Hollywood era, Perkins' private life was largely kept secret from the public. In the context of the entertainment industry's tight control over artists' images, many personal stories are not widely shared. According to several documents and memoirs, he underwent a long journey of self-discovery, along with notable relationships throughout his life. In 1973, he married photographer Barry Berenson. This marriage lasted many years, and they had 2 children together. For those who followed him in the arts, this was considered a significant turning point, and their small family has maintained a strong bond over time. Like many stories of old Hollywood, Anthony Perkins' life is multifaceted, and not everything is openly revealed. However, it is undeniable that his unique acting talent left a profound mark on the silver screen. To this day, Perkins is remembered as an actor of rare depth, one who created an iconic character and helped shape the psychological horror genre for generations to come. If you found this content interesting, don't forget to like, share the video, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next fascinating stories. Every subscription helps the channel grow and bring you more quality content in the future. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.